Ladies and gentlemen, there's just not enough hours in the day to do everything. The EM50, basically where I have left off, and that's I'm sanding down the edges of the wheel armor, which I added a little bit of white styrene to the black styrene just to, because it is bulked out if you look at the pictures. Other than that, I gotta sand that down on both sides, and I gotta mask off the clear parts. I'm gonna leave them, except for the base on the clear parts. I'm gonna mask these off and then paint the base the same base color as the rest of the motorhome, which I think I got all the two colors. It's a green and I want to say a white greenish. I don't know. I think I have it now. I will delve into that probably in about a week. But first, I need to primer it because I'm at the point now I am getting blind to it. I don't know if I've sanded everything smooth, and I really need to see it in another color so I can see if I need to finish sanding the tops. But I'm pretty much done with it. I'm pretty much satisfied. There's a couple little things that I could add, but I'm going to probably just leave it. If not, we'll say this is the EM50 A version, or the B version, however we would like to, the second model to the EM50. But anyway, it's pretty darn close. So almost ready for paint, and we're gonna do just a little more odds and ends things need to do to it. Again, I don't like to bore everyone. It's just sanding and all that. So I'm going to probably try to get it in primer this week. I'm hoping I can. If not, it'll probably be more the weekend before I can get to it, because I have to do a favor for the hobby store, and that is we're going to build a Gundam, and this will probably be might be a little quicker than I think, building it wise, because all I'm going to do is assembling it and going to paint and add little things to it, because the hobby store has a train layout, and it's pretty big, massive, and the hobby store owner's wife wanted a Gundam on it. She wanted one like standing on top of the basically like standing on top of the terrain, looking over the train. But they said put the Gundam on a rail car. Even better, lay it down. And in the Gundam series, I can't think of the name of the, I want to say Trans Am or something. They have an actual Gundam flatbed that they use. So hopefully Mr. Gundam, and he should be in pretty close to scale. These are 1 HO scale, so 1/144th ish. It should work, and it does have a couple tunnels on the layout, so I'm hoping Mr. Gundam here will fit through the tunnels. So we're not skipping the EM50. We're just gonna get ready to get it primered, and then we're gonna do a little favor work for the hobby store, because I do like to help them out any way I can. They did give me another rail car to do whatever, so I'll try to think of something Gundamish to put with that to go with the Gundam rail car. But anyway, that is on the to-do list hopefully this week. Screaming Vader vinyl kits, and I went to the hobby store. I had the hardware store. I had to buy a bunch of stuff, and I was going to get expanding foam, and I forgot to get it because I didn't write it down. I get sidetracked when it. But anyway, vinyl kits, and I've always said this: vinyl kits are a treat to build. They are they're unique subjects. The kit itself, it's very simplified. I mean, like 5 or 6 pieces. The only thing is you gotta plan ahead and get everything squared away, and that is people are afraid vinyl kits, and this will happen. We've all done it if you ever built one. If you don't fill it with anything over time, when you get it all assembled, it'll start to bend or concave. I know a gentleman, when he first built his, he stuffed it with paper. And I have those kits because he got so mad at it because it concaved in. It actually water condensation and everything. I ripped them out and I fixed it. But anyway, that's another topic, for another day. But anyway, the Vader here is hollow and expanding foam. You can fill them with resin. You can fill them with plaster of Paris, whatever you want, but it's the weight. The weight's too heavy. Expanding foam, put it in here, it makes a solid, rigid, fills the cavity, lightweight, and it works out great. And that's what I use. I think is the best for vinyl kits. So, Mr. Vader here, I got to drill out a little hole here and a hole down here because I'm getting a little ahead of myself. First, I'm going to, I cut out the hole there. I'm going to fill this with foam, but I added a wire and a red 3mm LED to fit in the hilt there. The hilt's going to be pretty close, not totally accurate. I'm actually going to add a styrene tube to fit everything because, again, this is quarter scale. I have to ship this, and you're going to have to put the lightsaber in once it gets into the rightful owner's possession. But anyway, so got that drilled out, got the LED in, getting the wire in there. I'm going to have to get the foam, which I forgot to go buy. But anyway, they're real easy to cut. Sometimes if you just take Mr. Hobby Knife and get you like in the stove, stick the blade in and you can cut it. It's soft. I mean, it's soft vinyl, it's not hard. Sometimes a very sharp blade can cut through it without heat or anything like that. If you have any warpage, they say take a hair dryer. I'm not a real big fan of it. I think it takes forever. I get a heat gun, a couple little passes from it. If you need to bend it back, and you're good. I mean, you're not sitting there with the heat gun and trying to melt it, But anyway, so I did get. Actually, I did. I got this arm cut off on the hole here. Again, you got to plan ahead. If you look at the arm, it's actually got a nub. And technically, you're supposed to cut all this off and then glue it in there. Again, vinyl kits, have a tendency to sag and everything. So, and I don't know what I was doing. Here, let me try to. Need 3 hands in the modeling world here. Oh, come on. If I can do it. Wasn't planning on doing this, but we'll do it since we're doing vinyl kits. So, I got the arm cut there. Basically, it fits in. If I can get it. Fits in. I got something to bite on. So when I get the position right, I'll super glue that. And then what I'll do is I'll shoot foam in here, and foam will go in from into the arms and into the main cavity, and we'll go from there, and it'll seal the wires in, so you don't have to worry about that. And we'll continue to rock and roll. One thing about vinyl kits, you gotta cut out. That's his lightsaber that's connected onto his helmet. So we're gonna cut all this out. I always, where is Mr. Pencil here? I always cut. Everyone likes to cut it right at the edge. I don't. I like to cut about that much. If you can see it. This way, you can be jagged and whatever you want, and then you can go back in and cut however much more you need to get down, and or sand it down if you have to. Vinyl kits are really fun. I do love the medium poses. Some of them are a little hokey, I think, but other than that, I think they're just a very, very fun thing to do. But anyway, that is where I am on Screaming Vader. So hopefully we'll get him cut up and get him foam filled, and I'm probably going to add wasn't supposed to, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that's I'm going to try to add some fiber optic to his belt here and get some green lights. So I have his red lightsaber and a little green belt. That's pretty much all the lighting I will do on Mr. Vader. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. The Reliant, we'll tackle that when I get a little more done on Vader, get him sturdy and secured and ready to rock and roll. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.